Alright, we are live. Just hang on 1 second. I'm going to pull up news for today. Today we had PPI, and there was already a setup you could have taken, and I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to pull up a video from Dodgy explaining it, but you can see here it's this 1 minute inversion. It's pretty obvious. You have, in less than 5 candles, you have this fair value gap that get closed above. And the thing about this is that I probably would have done wrong, and it's a very good lesson for the future, is, first of all, this isn't really a data high, because there's no wick. Since there's no giant wick, this isn't really a data high. So targeting this doesn't make as much sense. Versus, as well, you don't know if you're going to break through this giant fair value gap here. But you could say with a high probability that we're probably going to run this low resistance liquidity here. And so that's what makes the difference between Dodgy and the rest of us, honestly. Because Dodgy knows, okay, realistically we're not going to break this fair value gap and go to this, which isn't even really a data high. Realistically, we're probably just going to hit this internal high here, and that's a 2-to-1 risk reward trade depending on how you frame this trade. I mean, 2-to-1 is great. It really is. So if you can just understand that, like, the context of your trade and know when you should be scaling and when you should basically be all out based off of where the liquidity is, you're going to be doing a lot better. And that's something that I'm realizing a lot personally, because in my head I'd be like, okay, I have to target this data high, but like, no, not in this case, because we have a giant fair value gap here and this isn't even a data high. Yes, there's equal highs here, but in the short term you're probably not going to break this giant fair value gap. And so this is a huge lesson for me personally. I'll show you that video from Dodgy right now, actually. Man, this is very educational morning and it hasn't even really started yet. Watch this.
I can't tell you how many how many DMs I've gotten saying like, "Oh, is this a data wick? Why didn't we hit the data wick?" And a bunch of people are taking the setup right here. So you can see there's a 1 minute setup here, which is pretty good, honestly, because it was like that V-shaped setup. And they're all going for this, like, oh, data high, and they all get stopped break even. This is not a break even trade. You should have scaled mostly all here because this is a 1.84 hour, and this.
Oh, the stream's kind of bugging out. That's not good. Like, is it super laggy? That's not good. Well, hopefully it can clear up. But anyway, I'm gonna let this video play. Let me know if it's still not working, if the stream's still kind of buggy or not.
This is not a data high, okay? The data high, it has to be like a good wick, like this. And because this forms no wick, it's not the same as a data high. So so a lot of people were like, "Oh, I got solid break even on the trade." Dude, I like my IRL friend, he sold everything here. I think he sold everything here because, again, this is not a data high. So what I would have done is I would have sold everything here and then left the runner for this fair value gap here because I don't know if we're going to break this, and I'm not trying to risk it. We do have equal highs here too, which maybe I would have left the runner for, but I was actually asleep for this, so I can't say.
Anyway, you get the point, right? This is a giant fair value gap. We don't know if we're going to break it. Like, yeah, eventually we'll probably go to those equal highs, but in the short term, this isn't strong enough of a draw on liquidity. It's just not. And so what you want to do is scale most here, and that's still a 2-to-1 risk reward trade. So huge lesson learned today from that trade this morning. So very cool, honestly. Like, it really goes to show, if you just have an understanding of what liquidity is probably going to get ran based off of what inverse or value gap you're taking, you're going to have a lot higher win rate and be a lot more profitable. Like, because before I probably would have used to target this, and then I would get stopped out of break even, and I'd be complaining about getting stopped out of break even. But it's just an understanding of where the liquidity is. Here, in this case, the liquidity in the short term is right here. This fair value gap this is a giant fair value gap on a higher time frame. We just don't know if we're going to make it through that in the short term. Later on, clearly, we're making good progress. What is that? Is that like one of my indicators? Why is there a blinking thing on the screen? What the heck? Is that on all my charts? I don't know what's going on there. You guys see that, right? Oh, it's gone now. Okay. Anyway, let's pull up our session highs and lows and all that good stuff. So here we have, I was saying how basically we had Asia form this tight range, and then London took out one side and then took out the other side, which kind of makes me feel like this is somewhat of a seek and destroy day. And then our other draws on liquidity are, we have these relatively equal lows from yesterday, which is also previous day's low, and then we have New York PM's high, which is also previous day's high. But the main one in the short term is these equal highs here and London's highs. That's the short term one, and we'll just have to see if we go there in the short term. If we don't, this should provide a good setup later on, but it's a good possibility we're going to go run straight to those equal highs. I could definitely see that. So we'll just have to see. But pulling up the stat map, because I think the stat map is a very useful tool. I think it's really interesting that the manipulation level on the daily chart lies right around London's lows. The one on the 12-hour chart as well lines right around London's lows. The one on the 8-hour chart, let's see. 8-hour one's kind of different, but let's try the 6-hour one. Just think it's helpful to get a good reference point of where we actually are in the day. 6-hour one as well is near London's lows. And the 4-hour one, sorry, it's probably that. Is that better? Sorry. I should just turn that off for the streams. Is that better? Can you hear me a little better now? Hopefully that's a little better. I think that was probably it. But yeah, anyway. Like I was saying, there's just a lot of different targets both above us and below us, and until we see one get taken out, we need to be very cautious, because ideally we want to see one get swept and then the other one attacked. So like, for instance, we want to probably see London lows get taken out, hitting that 12-hour manipulation level on that stat map, and then that would be like an amazing trade to go take these equal highs. But realistically, I could probably see us probably run up to these equal highs and London's highs first, and then at that point maybe we'll go take out London's lows and the equal lows down here. So just kind of waiting for one side of this range to get taken out, and then we will play it by ear from there. So we need more information right now. But if I pull up, I'm going to pull up that 12-hour one again because I think that one's really useful. It was really useful yesterday. Like it would be cool if this manipulation level was right above here, like, and then we distributed down this way. Oh wow, we're going down now. Interesting. So anyway, yeah, it's just pretty choppy, unfortunately. We had an inverse for VAG up here. This would have been a nice trade, actually. At least like a 1-to-1. I wonder if there was SMT. Oh yeah. Yeah, this would have been a good trade. That's awkward. I'm sorry. Look at that. SMT at the highs. IFG. That's awkward. I should just actually just watch the 1-minute chart instead of just talking, because I miss stuff like this. I think we could get a good trade back up to the equal highs though, so I'm not really too upset. I think we'll get a good trade. That's beautiful. Now I probably would have taken off a lot here, or like not a lot, but like realistically, like take off some here, but then leave. You could leave some to run to these lows and then London's lows. Oh, we should analyze it on MNQ so we can be ready for when I want to execute. So yeah, this would have been a good trade. So this really does seem like a seek and destroy day. So we had Asia, took out Asia's lows, took out Asia's highs. Now we're taking out London's lows. And then soon, very possibly, I could see us taking out London's highs. Just very typical seek and destroy day where you have the wedge, the little wedge pattern, right? Where it just boom, 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 and then boom, and then take out all this liquidity. I mean, this is some good trendline liquidity, so we'll probably get something up to here. We just took out London's lows. So we'll see if we want to sweep London's lows or if we want to come and continue down to those equal lows with previous day's low. But it would kind of make sense for us to kind of rebound here because This is kind of in line with our little seek and destroy pattern here. Or maybe we'll go straight down for this previous day's low. Yeah, we hopefully can get something here. We're pretty far in discount. We got good liquidity above us. Looks like we might actually go for previous day's low as well. Yeah, this is good liquidity. Look at how these highs kind of just all sit together and are just lower highs, and then you had those relatively equal highs right here. Or where were they? This is why I'm this is why I'm kind of like not as interested in analyzing the MNQ chart, because I think it's a little bit different. Because where did those equal highs go? They're right there. Yeah, they're on NQ, but they're not on MNQ, which is kind of annoying. I don't like that. I want the chart to be the exact same as NQ. Why is it different? Yeah, I'll probably take out previous day's low. Man, this would have been a great trade. It's unfortunate that I spend so much time talking about what I like, the bias and stuff, and I don't actually look at the chart. That's one of my biggest issues. Imagine. That'd be pretty cool. This already would have been a 3.35 to 1. This is just why you honestly just scale out. Like, in my head, I'm always like, oh, I gotta I gotta either take all off at this low, or I gotta take all off at London's low. So I'm like, reality is just take some off here, some off here, some off here. It's just common sense a little bit, but I'm kind of stubborn. So we swept London's lows. This is a 1 minute breaker. It would be cool if we had an inverse for value gap right here that got created. So yeah, we formed a breaker block here. So right here, this is a breaker now. So I expect this to hold, and honestly, maybe I should enter a con. Let's just try it. This is just demo, so we're just practicing. Yeah. So what went wrong there? That's so awkward. Because we closed above this breaker block, right? So this 1 minute closed above this breaker block, and then we just pushed back into it with a fair value gap. So I was like, okay. So why was this bad? I guess just mainly because there's not really good low resistance liquidity. Because we need some kind of liquidity to target, right? Honestly, maybe just because this is a fair value gap. Huh. Okay. That's kind of annoying. Then we had another one, an inverse for value gap. We had this inverse for value gap. You would think this would be pretty good. Delivering from a fair value gap. Right? You would think this would be pretty good. So now we're within this BPR. So we're probably going to dump here. So I try this. This account's not doing very good. It's actually not doing as bad as I thought it was. I thought it was doing a lot worse. But yeah, look, we had this inverse for value gap, and then we push back into this BPR. And we have, like, this giant liquidity pool right here. You would think that we're gonna dump. Yeah. Yeah, basically what we did is we got an inverse for value gap entry right here. We basically got this inverse for value gap entry. Because look, this entry was literally right here. So we basically got another, a late version of this inverse for value gap entry. Come on, man. Come on. This account needs to get in the positive. This is getting ridiculous. Oh my gosh. No. This is just practice. That's all that matters. It's just practice. Hey bro, this is just demo money. This is practice, and I'm also, just for complete disclaimer, I'm still getting better right now. I'm not claiming to be the best trader in the world. So I'm really just trading on demo and just practicing. And that's all I can do, but I hope you're doing good today. I hope your trading is going well. Right now, basically, I know we're kind of far in discount. That's the only reason this is kind of bad, but we had a really nice inverse for value gap here. 3 candle formation delivering from this fair value gap, and we have a lot of liquidity here. So I think that we should at least come down to at least previous day's low. That would be... Oh, yeah? Yeah, people... I don't know. I totally understand. Like, if you want to make money, it's not in the short term, and you want to make it fast, like, I understand totally. Like, it's not, Cardano's not really like there are better ways to make a lot of money in the short term, but I like Cardano as an investment for the long term per se, because I just think it's a great cryptocurrency that one day will be along the ranks of Bitcoin and Ethereum, and in the like 20 years, 30 years, I think it'll still be around. And that's kind of what I like about it from an investment point of view. But I totally get, like, for the people who are just focused on crypto cycles, like, okay, we want to make a lot of money in a short amount of time. Like, where's the next meme coin? Like, it's not realistic for them. And that's, I totally get that. But yeah, we'll see. If we can just start to close below here, then I think that'll move stop loss to break even. Okay, I'll remember the 2 names. I'm actually trying to, like, learn about how to get into meme coins. I'm kind of noob at meme coins, and I want to get better with them. So yeah, if this stops me out, just understand I'm seriously just in this phase of trying to get better. Like, I don't care if I get stopped out. I just want to get better. But basically what I'm seeing here is we have rejection from this fair value gap, rejection from this BPR, and we had this inverse fair value gap with liquidity down here. So I'm just saying, like, I think that reasonably we could at least go take out this previous day's low, but I understand we might not, and that's just where I get a learning experience. Omikami and Ryujin. Ryujin is the CEO of Shiba Inu, is behind them. Really? That's very fascinating. I'm going to write that down. Very fascinating. My issue is I don't even know where to buy a lot of these meme coins, because I don't even know what websites to use or whatever. Like, I honestly, like, I don't know, I like to keep a lot of my investing on Robinhood. As, like, basic as that sounds, I like Robinhood because everything's very clean and everything is, yeah. So I don't know, but maybe if I can like find a good meme coin that's on Robinhood, or if like I have a good website that I trust that I want to use for. Okay, that's great. That's so good. Okay, I'm kind of sick of this trade. I don't like it. I'm gonna move stop loss to break even because I just think this is kind of stupid. Either we're gonna go there or we're not. Just honestly give. Okay, I'm not in this anymore. This wasn't a great trade anyways. We're super far in discount, so it doesn't make a lot of sense. We're super far in discount. I'd much rather wait for longs and get a sweep of this low and then get long. Type in D. Okay, I'm gonna write these down. So okay, Ome, Kami, Ryu, Jin, and Dex Skrenner. Sweet. I will look at those. Actually, you know what? We can look at them right now. Let's look at them right now. I'm gonna pull up my Robinhood. Good thing we got out. This is just choppy. This is stupid. That wasn't good. I'm gonna put this in there. Oh, I'll remember you, bro. I'll remember you once these make a bajillion dollars, dude. Okay. It's the best time to buy some. I totally agree with what you're saying. Like, I think we're about to start our new altcoin season, and I think money from Bitcoin will flow into altcoins. I really do think that. So, we are getting to that phase of the crypto cycle where money will flow into altcoins, and people forget that phase happens, but it happens every single cycle. And so, yeah, if I can just buy one of them on Robinhood, then I am very, very interested, in all honesty. Okay, let's look them up on Robinhood and see if they're on there. Bruh. I should probably put this over here. Hang on. Like, even the people who have been saying Bitcoin dominance should go up for a long time, a lot of them have even been saying that Bitcoin dominance is, like, reached their targets. So, I think we're overdue for a good altcoin season. Oh, you can't buy on Robinhood? MetaMask. I don't know. I'm going to have to look into it because I'm not used to MetaMask, actually. But maybe if I get used to it and I like it, then I'll use MetaMask. I've heard some bad things about MetaMask though. This is bad price action. Like, you just don't want to really even be trading this. It's absolutely stupid. The only good trade of the day was this. This was amazing. This was amazing. Like 10, like maybe not 10 out of 10, but like this was a good 3 or 4 star trade, right? Because you had IFG, you had an IFG with SMT delivering from a fair value gap. And we had SMT at these highs. So this was a good trade. Really good trade. Stop loss above the IFG candle. And then all the way down to London's lows. This would have been a 3.5 to 1 restore trade. Really, really nice. Yeah, I should make some more videos on crypto, honestly. But yeah, I don't know if you saw. Did you see that beef I had with TJR? It was like basically him making fun of me for liking Cardano, and it just kind of got like a little extreme. Like, he started yelling at me in all caps, calling me a retard, and it was actually kind of mean. Like, at first it was funny, and then all of a sudden it kind of got like a little mean. I was like, oh. But I understand what they're saying. It hasn't performed well and whatever, but as an investment, I like it. Like, if I was just picking, like, if I had to pick one cryptocurrency to invest in over like 20 years, like, I'd pick Cardano, if that makes sense. But I get it. Like, it's a crypto cycle thing. People want to just get in and get out, and so I totally get what people are saying. But if you want to find something that's like honestly a little better than Bitcoin and like gonna actually matter one day, then I like Cardano. But anyway, wow, lots of chop. Just chop. I don't know right now. It just seems like this is just, yeah, exactly. Finally someone who gets it. And most people do not understand that. Like 95% of people. But anyway, yeah, this was a nice one, honestly. I'm just gonna put this in my journal. I know, like, how can you even use it if you especially like I don't understand how people really think ETH can be in the long run be able to be used as a currency. Like, it's not going to be able to because of the high fees. It just doesn't make sense. Okay, like, I would say, like, I'm trading terribly, but like I'm not that far in the negative on this account, so I'm not doing terrible. Like, if I just catch one of these good trades, my account's gonna be up. Like, I just need to catch one of these good trades, like, and then I'm gonna be up on this. Like, I feel like in my head I'm trading worse than I actually am because I'm getting a lot of break evens. I'm actually getting a lot of, like, I'm saving myself a lot. So if anything, I'm just getting a lot of good experience, and I don't think that that's a bad thing on demo at all. I really do not. You're about to buy $50. I had to pay $40 fee. Yeah, that's the one thing about crypto is it takes money to make money. Like you can make a lot of money in crypto, but like the less or the more money you have, the easier it is to make a lot. Like if you already have $100,000, it's a lot easier to go from 100,000 and make another 100,000 than it is to start at 5,000 or 3,000 and then make 100,000. So that's the annoying thing about it is like people that have already have a lot of money are just at an advantage. And if you're broke like me, you don't have much money to work with. It's not easy, but yeah, but well, what do you use to swing trade? Like, what's your swing trading model? Because I'm interested in learning swing trading. I don't really have a great model. I want to actually I need to actually have a model to trade if I'm gonna do. I get that I can use everything that I've been learning on like higher time frame charts, but I like having like clear intraday draws on liquidity, like London lows, London highs, like all this stuff is like the same every single day. There's always going to be a previous day's low. There's always going to be a previous day's high. There's always going to be a London low. There's always going to be a London high. And these are giant liquidity pools where you can take profit at. So that's the one thing I like about intraday trading is like every single day you're always going to have these same targets that you can target over and over and over again. And I guess that's the same with swing trading. You'll have previous week's high, previous week's low, and previous month's high, previous month's low. But everything within the day is very standardized and very textbook. Like even so much as to say like there are daily profiles where like you can expect like for instance like today is like a seek and destroy day. You can expect okay, we ran London's lows, we'll probably run London's highs. We ran Asia's lows, we'll probably run Asia's highs. We ran London's lows, we'll probably run London's highs because this is a seek and destroy day where you just boom, 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 boom. Seek and destroy. And we are finally going down to where I thought we were going to go. So, you know what I would like to see is I would like to see us like tap into this liquidity pool here. And then I would like to see us get a sharp reversal out of this. Maybe inversing this fair value gap. So like for instance, something like that, if we inverse this fair value gap. I don't know if we will. So I wonder. We hit CE of this 1 hour for value gap. You see that? We hit CE of this 1 hour for value gap. Very interesting. Not quite the CE of this 4 hour for value gap. Maybe we have to go down here. But still. I think if we inverse this, this will be pretty good. Especially if we do close above on the 2 minute. We hit that CE of that 1 hour for value gap. So maybe that's all that's needed. You can see that right here. We hit that. Let's make sure that's the case on NQ. Yeah, look at that. CE. I just want to see some momentum through here. If we get that, that would be very nice. Yeah, we're not really getting much. Oh, you know what? We haven't swept previous day's low on S&P, but we have on NASDAQ. You know what that possibly means? Possible SMT. Look at this. Previous day's low, not swept on the S&P, but it has been swept on NASDAQ. Dang. It's very interesting. Very, very interesting. So, like, imagine, okay, let's just do the standard deviations of this. Do we get these lining up with anything? We do. -1 lines up here above the relatively equal highs here. -2 to 2.5 lines up above Asia's highs, PM's highs. Yeah, we're getting a very high time frame SMT. So this could be good. Probably want to see it close above on the 2 minute. Maybe even the 3 minute. But look at how this, if this 3 minute inverses, that would be awesome. If this 3 minute inverses, that would be awesome. Hoping we get this. Especially with S&T. This probably be the trade of the day for sure. I'm honestly, I would maybe do a 5-to-1 or because you don't understand how OP this SMT would be if we have the SMT with this low. Oh my gosh. Like that would be OP. Like right? So if we can get this close above, that would be awesome. And you could do a quick and easy stop loss to break even here. So we just got to see some momentum through here. We will see if we get it. Okay, maybe. Okay, okay. All right. I might enter on this 1 minute. Which would also be the 3 minute. The 1 minute will be the 3 minute. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. We're in, we're in, we're in, we're in. Woo! This looks good. This looks good. This might be the best trade I've ever taken. This was, oh my gosh. This looks good. London's highs, baby. Woo! Let's go. This might be the best. All right. We shall see if this plays out. Okay. Possible stop loss break even here very soon. Okay. Come on. We'll just have to see. Okay, stop loss break even. I think it's too early. I'm gonna wait to move stop loss to break even. I would hate to get stopped out of break even here. Okay. So, I'm wondering where to make stop loss to break even. I might just do it at this high. I mean, at this point, that should give enough wiggle room. But, I don't know. I really kind of just want to hold it. Because these lows are protected by this SMT. So, I don't know. Like, I do kind of want to hold it to London highs. I think I might just hold it. I'm going to hold it. I'm going to hold it. I'm going to hold here. Let's go. Okay. When we hit this high, at this point, you could definitely consider moving stop loss to break even. I'm not going to because this is a nice inversion. So I'm not. It's protected by an SMT. And we got a lot of liquidity above. So I'm just going to hold. But if you want to move stop loss to break even here, feel free. Boom. Stop loss to break even. All right, let's see. I'm wondering, do I take partial here? Every time I ask that, it's usually a good time to take partial. But I'm just so confident that we should probably go higher. I'm so confident. I just want to hold this trade. I just want to see it through. Honestly. Let's check out stat map. What is this? I'm getting off the charts, but at least I will be getting off the charts in 5 minutes. But, bro, this looks good. If this fails, then it fails. But dude, I think this is absolutely great. So I'm willing to hold it. It's demo anyway, so it's not like it really matters. But I am willing to hold this one just because I think this is a good trade. I really do. So we just got our 5-minute change state delivery. So anyway, we'll just have to see. But I'm willing to hold this one just because I think it's a good trade. We will have to see. So. Four minutes. We just retested that change in state of delivery. Alright, I don't know what's gonna happen. So you would probably got stopped at a break even there, but I'm just gonna hold, so we'll see. We got a 5-minute change to delivery, so mean threshold of this order block maybe. Oh no. Well, we'll just have to see. I probably should have just taken all off at the high. Oh my gosh. 30-second fair value gap. Actually, this is what we need to get over, this 1 minute fair value gap. That's the real test. Will we get over this 1 minute fair value gap? We'll see. I mean, there's so much liquidity up here. You would think the market would want to come up here, right? I know I'm supposed to be done streaming, but this is interesting. Okay, I'll just call it here. Well, I'll let you guys know at some point how this trade went. But, yeah. We'll just have to see.